In the last episode, I mentioned that I was addicted to photo books, so I figured why not make a YouTube video about the 5 new books that have inspired me. The first book is by the good people over at Noice. They're a US-based photography publication and online community for photographers who look at the world in a peculiar and curious way. This book was released in September of 2022 and is limited to just 500 copies. It has 157 pages with over 40 photographers' work from around the world. I think photo books should open your mind to see what else is out there in the world. That's exactly why I picked up this book. Even though the photos aren't exactly my style, I still think they're all really dope. For example, there's a little bit of street photography, which is what I'm into, but this version is less about the people and more about the objects, scenarios, composition, or color. The book also includes a really unique design element on the left-hand page. It has small color blocks that actually match the color palette of the photos in the next page. I think those little things really make a big difference when it comes to photo books. One of my favorite photos from this book is this sand-filled basketball court next to the water. I don't know why, but it seems so out of place, and I literally can't stop staring at it. Book number 2 is by Vancouver-based photographer Jeremy Jude Lee. It's his first self-published book with over 136 pages of film photographs from places like LA, Hong Kong, New York, Portland, and of course his hometown, Vancouver. First of all, I just love the size of this book. I feel like it's one of those books you can just carry around anywhere, share with someone, trade with someone, super easy to pack. The other really cool thing about this book is that it's organized by tone and color, and it reads from day to night. So the whole book basically gives you a seamless transition of moods and images. Another thing I really like about this book are the photo pairings. His choices connect 2 completely different ideas into one complementary vision. Book number 3 is more of a zine, but I still wanted to include it for a few different reasons. 1, the photos are beautiful. 2, I love seeing places that I've never traveled to before. 3, believe it or not, these photographs were taken by actor, director, writer, and stand-up comedian Aziz Ansari. Apparently he's made 2 zines about India and 1 more zine about Italy. I think it'll be interesting to see if Aziz decides to keep shooting and maybe one day make a coffee table book. This first edition zine came out in 2019 and was published by Dashwood Books. Book number 4 is called Magic Hour and features images from over 60 photographers from around the world. This book is actually considered a zine and it was published by the creative platform Boooooooom. They're a really dope member-based community for artists who are into photography, film, music, and design. First off, I love the concept of this zine. As photographers, we all know how special that magic hour lighting is, and this book definitely doesn't disappoint. Another thing is that it's super easy to flip through, and the quality of the images are incredible. I could keep coming back over and over again. But I think my favorite thing about this zine is how different the subject matter is. I find it really interesting to see how over 60 photographers approach the same theme, but yet the outcome is completely different. It just goes to show how we all see the world in our own unique way. And I think there's a lot of value seeing that in something tangible like a photo book or a zine. Book number 5 might be one of my favorite books of all time, but I'm a little biased because I'm a street photographer myself. Melissa O'Shaughnessy's monograph entitled Perfect Strangers is an incredible body of work spanning 7 years of making photographs in the chaos known as New York City. The book includes 144 pages with over 90 color images, plus an intro from the one and only Joel Meyerowitz. I really love her work. There's an undeniable energy to her photographs, but yet at the same time there's a great deal of stillness. To me, she really embodies the definition of street photography and being able to capture the decisive moment. She obviously has an incredible eye when it comes to telling a story, but her composition and ability to fill a frame is undeniable. As much as I love photo flipbooks, this larger format is a great way to experience street photography. Side note, Melissa was born in 1960 and is still shooting today. That gives me a lot of hope for my personal journey as a street photographer. Okay, so those were my top 5 new photo books that inspired me. Hopefully you learned something new, or maybe you learned about a book that you didn't already know about. But most importantly, I hope these books inspired you to go out and shoot. Oh yeah, one last thing. I'm working on a new episode about the making of my first photo zine. But until that's ready, here's a sneak peek.